You know that moment, you're in a conversation, and you're trying to read the signs. Are they just being friendly, or is there something more? Well, today, we're going to decode those tiny, subconscious, physical signals of attraction, the ones people send without even knowing they're doing it.
And yeah, that's the age-old question, isn't it? Friendly or interested? Trying to figure out the difference between someone just being nice and someone who's genuinely attracted to you can be, let's be honest, incredibly confusing.
And this is pretty much where our wires get crossed. It's so easy to just write it off and think, oh, she's just being polite. But what psychology tells us is that underneath that polite surface, there might be a really powerful subconscious signal trying to get through.
So let's dig into that. What's the real difference between a polite gesture and a primal subconscious signal? Because according to the research we're looking at, a lot of us are completely missing these crucial unspoken cues. This quote really just cuts right to the heart of it. It draws a super clear line in the sand. I mean, casual contact, that's one thing. But when someone initiates contact or lets it linger, well, that's coming from a much deeper place, a subconscious level of comfort and attraction. So that's the key difference we need to wrap our heads around. There's conscious politeness, the stuff we do to be good humans in society. And then there's subconscious attraction, the stuff our bodies do without even asking for permission. So what are these signals? Let's get into it. All right, time to break down the specifics. Let's talk about the actual physical cues, these primal signals that you might have been overlooking this entire time. Okay, first up, we've got one of the most powerful and yet most easily missed signals, unusually close proximity. We all have that invisible bubble, right? Our personal space. And it says a lot when someone willingly and for no other reason steps inside of it. And listen, this isn't about being crammed into a subway car. This is about when someone has a choice and they choose to stand or sit closer to you than is socially necessary. Their subconscious is practically shouting that it feels comfortable, it trusts you, and it wants a connection. It's a huge nonverbal cue. So what happens when that close proximity turns into actual physical contact? Well, that brings us right to our second signal, the lingering touch. And you have to pay attention because it's a very specific kind of touch. Think about it. A quick, friendly tap on the arm is one thing, but a hand that rests on your shoulder for just 1 second longer than it needs to, that's totally different. That extra beat, that's the signal. It's like it slips past our logical brain and communicates interest on a much, much deeper level. And now for our final signal. And this one is so fascinating because it's pure biology. It is physically impossible to fake this one. What are we talking about? We're talking about pupil dilation. Yeah, the actual size of the black circles in the center of someone's eyes. This is where you see just how deep this stuff goes. When our brain sees something or someone it likes, our nervous system just takes over. It's completely involuntary. Our pupils get bigger to let in more light so we can literally get a better look at what we find appealing. It's a 100% honest biological giveaway. You just can't fake it. So, okay, now you know what these signals are. The big question is, what do you do with this knowledge? How do you actually apply this awareness in a real-world situation? It really boils down to a simple 3-step approach. First, just observe. Start noticing if these signals are even there. Second, consider the context. Is it just one signal, or are you seeing a few of them together? A combination is always more telling. And finally, and this is the most important part, understand that these are indicators of interest, not commands for you to act. This is all about awareness, not entitlement. So, just to recap real quick, the 3 key subconscious signals we've talked about are someone closing that physical distance, a touch that lingers just a little too long, and that uncontrollable widening of their pupils. And that brings us to the single most crucial takeaway from all of this. Being able to spot these signals gives you a window into how someone might be feeling subconsciously. It is not a green light. It's so important to remember this. These are indicators, they are not invitations. Which really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. These signals are all sent subconsciously, without any deliberate thought. But the question is, from now on, will your awareness of them be conscious?